Hey, what's up, guys? Nick Major here with idobi Radio, about to hop on a Skype call with my buddy Michael Bohn. He was formerly vocalist of the band Issues. Now he has a new project that he is fronting called The Villa. They recently put out a new song, so we're going to hop on this call, see what he has to say about the project, as well as what he's been up to in general, because we have been in quarantine for literally months now. So stick around, stay tuned, and let's chat with Michael. How are you, man? As I've been talking with everyone, we are all at this point months into quarantine. And how have you been, dude? How's life treating you?
It's actually good. Well, Georgia, Georgia pretty much just said fuck the quarantine. So, it's the Wild West out here. So I don't know. But so honestly, it's weird because I see people who are still kind of in quarantine. Maybe like they're becoming more lenient on certain things, but like Georgia literally like 2 weeks ago was like, yeah, everything's fine.
No, I know a few states have been a bit quicker to open up, but for the months leading up to a couple weeks ago, everyone, I'm guessing even in Georgia for the most part, was kind of locked inside at least.
Yeah.
And how was that for you? Was life going okay?
I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. It wasn't that bad. I just hate that it's made it difficult to do certain things. But I get it. I understand it completely. Obviously it's for safety, and I get it. I mean, there's not much I could do about it, but it did make it difficult. We don't have to go into it right now, but we shot our music video that we just released while in quarantine.
Why not talk about it now? So yeah, dude, not too long ago, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, you dropped a brand new track from your brand new project, and the song, it's called Turning Point. The project, is it The Villa or is it The Via? I don't know how fancy you're trying to get here. I don't know if it's the silent L.
The Villa.
Okay. But talk to me about this project, how it came to be then, because I know you're working with Kevin once again, and I loved the song. I thought that it was so good, and goddamn, that chorus was a catchy hook with that beautiful voice. How did The Villa come to be?
Transitioning from like the Wild Heart thing, because that was very short-lived, into The Villa. Basically, kind of like Turner and Michael, who plays bass as well, and then Turner plays guitar. They basically like sat me down and were like, "Yeah, bro, why don't you just be the front man and just do what you've been doing?" So they kind of just like told me like, yeah, man, like, look, just do it. Just be the vocalist. So we did. And when we started writing, I was like, well, if I'm going to be a vocalist, then it's going to have to be a little bit heavier of a project, because I'm not as experienced, I don't do like the whole like soulful, like R&B stuff and everything. Mm-hmm. But, I was like, so it's going to have to kind of go back to like our roots and everything. So, and they were like, yeah, fuck it. Fine. It's all good. So we did. We started writing and everything, and so I was like, well, if I'm gonna do it, like I want to get it right, like I want to take our time and everything. I want to get it right, and it's been like an entire year-long process. A lot of waiting around, a lot of like getting things together behind the scenes, and it's just it's been taking an entire year almost to get everything in order and ready to go. And obviously the quarantine had some sort of play into that and everything, and it kind of pushed things back. But yeah, we don't want to just go, hey, we're going to start another heavy project, We wanted to create an entire like brand and an entire community and everything, and that's what kind of we've been building up. So.
Mm-hmm. And if anyone doesn't know, you were doing drums in Wild Heart while it was around for as brief as existence may have been.
If you blinked, you missed it. So.
Yeah. But what was it like getting back into vocals for you? Obviously, for years now, everyone has known you as a vocalist, and that's what was particularly exciting for me when this new track came out, was to hear your voice again and to see you back doing that. So what was it like jumping back into that?
It was cool. It was weird because I literally was, so my last show in Issues was the last time I did vocals. So like, and the very next day, I from then on, I had not done vocals. I had not gotten behind a mic really. I mean, I didn't really have a reason to, because, you know, the whole Wild Heart thing was going on, and I immediately started doing that. And so, like, I just didn't, like, really have a reason to do vocals, because you know, we had a vocalist that obviously, you know, took that up. And so yeah, like, so it was almost, it's been maybe like 2 years since I like literally got behind the mic again, and it was weird at first. I had to almost relearn a few things, you know. And like, when I say like, I mean like professionally, like, or like in the booth, you know. But like, I would mess around with like singing and stuff, and like in my car and stuff, and doing just messing around and stuff. But yeah, but the singing was like pretty chill, you know. It was actually the screaming that kind of gave me some problems. It was weird. You know, I had to literally, like, the first time I did it, I was actually nervous, and I was like, why am I fucking nervous? I've done this for 10 years. Like I was like, why? I was like being a little baby about it, and finally I was just like, I'm just gonna fucking do it, you know. Like, but yeah, the screaming kind of gave me some trouble at first, and I was like, and then you know, after a couple days it like clicked, you know. I was like, all right, here we go. Inside of me, what's something losing you, set me free. See, inside of me, this time I let go of everything. I feel to the singing, I mean, you went some high notes there, buddy. I didn't know that that was possible for you, but that sounded it sounded awesome. So I'm guessing moving forward, is this kind of the style that can be expected? A mixture of you singing, screaming, and just some heavy instruments behind it. Yeah. We do want to mix it up. We're still writing. We have like actually 3 more songs that we're already working on. We have like a couple other songs that are completely finished that will be also releasing, but yeah, we want to kind of mix it up. We have actually one song that's pretty soft. It's really chill, and it's all singing, and then, you know, like vice versa, you know, we have songs that are mostly screaming. So but yeah, this is pretty much the kind of style that we want to go for, but we don't want to like stick ourselves in a bubble or anything, you know. Like, if we want to write like a super chill song, you know, I just don't want people to come in and be like, if we write a song with only singing, I don't want the elitists to come in and be like, he's only here, damn it, he's sold out. They haven't even come out with a CD yet, but he's sold out. You know, like so yeah, we're gonna have songs with all singing. We might have songs with all screaming. So, you know, I just don't want people to come in and be like, oh, they already sold out. You know, like, so I just don't want to be put in a bubble at all. You know, so yeah. And so we did touch on earlier, you did do the music video. I know Alex Wolf helped bring this to life, which you guys also worked with Alex on the Wild Heart video, I believe. But whatever we didn't cover just when we first started talking, so how did this idea come to be to do a video in quarantine? Because usually videos I've seen in quarantine, it's like fan-inclusive videos or just kind of stuff filmed inside of the bedroom. But this one was pretty well all out. We knew we wanted to do Turning Point as a single, and then I started planning it out. And we shot a lot of it in my house, actually, in a room, and I literally started like building, like not really the building, but like creating like a set in this room in my house. And I was like, you know, if we're gonna do it, I might as like, I'm just gonna like do it to the best of my ability that I can, you know. Like, so I started putting together like a storyline and everything, and I kind of tried to make it like look like a set in my house, and then everything. And then we also shot the shots. There's a mountain like right by my house that we went and shot some of the shots at, like on this mountain and everything. And I don't know, we just did it the best we could, you know, like with what we had. You know, we obviously couldn't have a full crew, and some of the guys live out of state, so and obviously like didn't want to risk flying, you know. Like, it was literally right in the middle when like shit hit the fan. And you guys, it's not like you were recording like in a busy grocery store. It looked like you guys were in pretty isolated locations where the thing was being filmed anyway. Yeah. Also, in the middle of the release, you know, everything had happened with the like riots and everything. Yeah, like the Black Lives Matter movement. Yeah. So I went on my story, or went on Instagram Live and talked about it a little bit the day of the release. I'll talk about it real quick with you. We won't have to go like crazy in depth, but so that release was like, the timing couldn't have been like any worse. It was any worse or at a crazier time. And what a lot of people don't understand is that like, we're unsigned and we don't have management. So you go through this DistroKid when you release a song, and if you're like an independent artist, so there's other outlets and everything, but we chose like DistroKid. So you have to set the date months in advance, because it takes like maybe like 3 weeks or so to register, and to like Spotify and all the outlets and everything, like media outlets and everything. So this date was chosen months in advance, and obviously when this happened, we were like, oh shit, like maybe we should push it back. Maybe this isn't the best time to release a song, and we knew that. We were fully aware, but like there's so many things that go on behind the scenes that people don't see.
Oh yeah,
they have no idea. And we didn't get much flack for it, but like we wanted to make sure and make it known that like, hey, we didn't wake up today and go, we're gonna release a song, like fuck it, like we knew we were fully aware of the situation and everything. So like a day or two after we released Turning Point, we wanted to do something to give back and be respectful of everything that was going on. And so we released a song with some friends of ours called Young Mountain. And it's actually Hans from What Was Me and everything.
Oh, cool.
His new project. And Jason, the guitarist, is a really, really close friend of ours. And so we had this, Turner actually had the idea to do like a little split with them. Like they release a song and then we release a song for free. And then we were going to put it up on Bandcamp, and you could just donate whatever amount you could, or whatever means you had. And you would get basically like 2 songs, and then the money is going to go to Black Lives Matter. So, so we have 2 songs out. One is just happens to just be up on Bandcamp right now, and we're just trying to raise some money for that. Cool. But eventually and it's called Ritual Abuse, and it's going to be eventually on Spotify. But for now, it's on Bandcamp.
That's great. You guys are doing your part to try to help this situation. Turning Point, what's that track about? The most generic thing, but the song is out. I want to know. I heard the lyrics.
A few years ago, you and I, or maybe a little longer than a few years, you and I did an interview, and I talked a little bit about religion and like my struggles kind of with religion and coming to terms with that. Well, that's basically like what Turning Point is about. Turning Point is like, religion is something I've like grown up on and everything, and I won't go into like a religious debate or anything like that.
No, all good. Say what you need. No worries.
Yeah, but yeah. So religion is something that I've like been so on and off with my entire life, and it's just something that I've like kind of struggled with. Maybe not struggle with, but like just been so just like, what is it? What is there a God? Is there not a God? Like so many things. I was so actively involved in church and everything and religion when I was growing up and younger and everything. And Turning Point is just the kind of me realizing like, this is all bullshit. Like I just felt like not like lied to, but just brainwashed for so many years. And that's kind of like what Turning Point is about. It's like, yo, like I was living my life like, oh, I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to make sure I do this. I got to make sure I do this. Like, at the end of the day, it's my life. Like Turning Point is literally the turning point when you realize like, you know what, this is my life. Like, and I don't have to live by these rules. Do what you want, within reason, obviously, but like do what you want, man. Like make yourself happy.
And what about the past 2 years for you, man? Are you in a good spot now? I know that it was a strange time the last 2 years for you with a lot of the stuff that happened. I don't know too many details, but I see now that you are putting out some great stuff. So how has that journey been for you?
Oh God, dude. For literally the longest time, I was just like a wreck. I was honestly a wreck. I mean, I might have like people maybe have been able to tell and everything, but like, yeah, man, I was like, I don't know. I was such a mess for the longest time. And, I just wasn't myself. I'm still like kind of recovering just because, everything was tough, man. I was just kind of put through the ringer, and I was just like, God, can something good happen to me? Yeah, I'm definitely in a lot better place now. I'm surrounded by such awesome dudes, and these guys, like I've known these guys for years and everything, and it's cool that we're all in the same, like, you know, in the same boat, you know, and we all want the same things, and there's literally no ego. I'm not saying that there were egos in the past or with issues or anything, but like, you know, I'm just saying now, you know, like there's no egos. There's no egos. It's literally like, let's make some music and have some fun, and whatever happens, happens. You know, so it's cool. And I love that. You know, like which we are obviously trying. We're putting in a lot of effort, but you know, like, you know, we're not sitting here every day just like, we have to be completely perfect. We have to always be perfect. Like, everything has to be to the fucking T. And that's how my previous bands have been. And I get that, and that's cool. It's good to strive for perfection, but at the same time, you gotta have fun. If you're not having fun playing music, like, you know, then what are you doing it for, man? Like, you know, like I wanna be able to enjoy it and be able to like, you know, not always just be like, it has to be this way. It has to be this way. It has to be this way. You know, like, so it's a good change. And I definitely am in a better spot than I was like the last couple of years. The last couple of years, man, were just like, they were rough, and I don't know, man. It's weird. I still have, like, this sounds lame as shit, but like, I still have dreams and stuff, like about everything, like about like touring. I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I'll just be like, God damn, like I'll dream about shit. Like I'll be like it'll be like, it sounds absolutely ridiculous, but I'll dream that like you know, like Issues asked me to do a song with them at a show at the Atlanta day of the show, and then I go on stage and just like fuck it up, like, or something, you know, like, and so I'm like, it's so bad, man. Like, but that shit really, like, it got to me, man. It really got to me, and it was just tough. It's just tough, but yeah, like I said, I'm in a lot better space now. I'm still there's certain things that still fucking eat at me, but yeah, I'm a lot better.
Yeah, and I don't, in this chat, I'm not trying to dive too much into it, but I'm glad to see that it's all good, and I don't know if your relationship is even existent with the guys anymore in Issues, but I just hope that you're doing good, because I can't say I know what happened.
But it was just something that I was just so thrown off and just extremely shocked by, and it took a toll. I just wish I'll say this. I wish I had more time to prepare and get my life together than what I had. You know, like, it was because it literally, like, the last day of our last tour, and then like the next day it was like, all right, bye. I was just like, oh, whoa, you know, like.
So it really was as unexpected as me, an outside observer, saw it to be. It really was that.
It was very unexpected, and yeah, like I've briefly talked, you know, I'll tell you, you know, I've briefly talked with Tyler, like it's not. I mean, we're civil, you know, like, we're civil, you know, we're not like texting each other, hey, fuck you, bro, hey, fuck, you know, like, it's not like that. Like, I mean. We ain't best friends, that's for damn sure. But
yeah.
You know, we're civil. You know, like I'm not sitting around talking shit about the guys and everything. But yeah, it was something that really threw me off, and my whole world just like in the snap of fingers was just like gone. You know, and it was just tough, because like I wasn't on drugs. You know, I wasn't like some alcoholic or anything like that. I wasn't like stealing from people or anything like that, doing some crazy shit, like, but like, so it was just like, I was just like, come on, you know, I was just very thrown off by it. I was just very thrown off by it, and it was tough, and yeah, it was like, you know, because I couldn't just go look for a job, you know, I couldn't just go like put on a resume, hey, yeah, I've been playing in a metalcore band for like 10 years. Will you hire me? You know, so like, I just didn't have time to prepare my life or anything. Like. I just wish there was a little bit more of a notice.
That's,
you know?
I think that's the one thing that stuck with me from it, was how sudden it seemed. Because say that was a decision that was in the works, and maybe it was something you had known about, but I'll forever just be rubbed a bit wrong with the fact that someone who had been a member of that family and developed that for years and years was, at the end of the day, cut loose as if you had no contributions and as if you weren't a voice and a face and a project that you really helped develop. So I'm glad that since then, it sounds like you're in a project now where you're having a lot of fun and you're kind of just able to do a bit more fun, freedom type things that you can just all have a ball with.
It's not like a, and I'm not saying issues is like this, but there were times where it was just like, I just always felt like, hey, if I missed a note, like I was going to be like, oh shit, like I'm not saying they like would scold me or anything, but it was just like that.
I'm sure there was some pressure that
yeah, there's so much fucking pressure, and if I missed a note or if I messed up a part or something, I knew that it was going to be like talked about, and it was just like, it's like in this band, like if somebody fucks up, I'll probably look at you and laugh.
You'll be like, keep that in. That was good. Keep that in the next time.
Like, it's not like you're not like sloppy as hell on stage, like as long as you're playing your parts. But if you hit the wrong, people make mistakes. No musician gets on stage and plays an absolute perfect flawless set while moving around and jumping around constantly. It's just not gonna happen. But like, I don't know, with this project, I just want everybody to have fun and just enjoy themselves, man. Like. Just be able to relax and go on stage and have fun and not like, oh shit, I better nail this part to the T, like, oh shit, but yeah, that's kind of how it felt,
Yeah, and now it's an interesting time to be having a new project because of the pandemic. It doesn't seem like you're going to be able to hit the road for the remainder of 2020. So what's
I love that.
So what's your plan for the next year though? Is it just going to be a lot of making music, putting out content to kind of get that fan base excited?
I guess so, man. Like, I don't know. It just sucks because I'm honestly dying to play a show, man. Like, I'm dying. Like, I don't know. I've never been home. Well, since I started touring, I have not been home this long. So I'm just kind of like losing my mind, just not being able to like get that out of my system and go on stage and get the whatever stress or anxiety out, on stage. And that's like it is like a drug, So. It's frustrating not being able to like go play and feel that like adrenaline, again. But yeah, we're gonna be creating some like a bunch of content and everything. So we'll we want to like keep everybody updated and let everybody see some behind the scenes stuff or like how we're actually doing things and like because bands are having to get creative right now.
Yeah.
They really are, and which is cool. But bands are really having to get creative and come up with some cool ways, and it's honestly cool to see how some of the bands are handling it and what they're doing and everything. It's actually sick. But I am, for the record, I'm absolutely dying to play a live show.
No, and I'm sure that this long off, kind of what you just said, which I didn't think about, I'm sure being up on stage gave some sort of good physical, emotional, mental release almost every night for you, and to suddenly not have that in your life, I'm sure that only just added to what a spot you're in now to just dying to get out there.
Definitely. But yeah, we're going to try to like do some more video stuff. We want to do, this is very early in the talks, but we want to do like an actual live set and maybe like stream it or something like that, and just try to connect with people any way we can. One thing that we did was actually really cool. Sorry if I'm going on a tangent, but
no, I'm here to talk to you. Keep talking.
One thing that we did was cool was we had this idea to have people sign up to this website. So we made this little website called thevillaworship.com, and we made it super like vague and mysterious in hopes that like maybe some people will sign up, maybe they won't, because you had to put your name, your address, and like your email, and people were like, why the fuck do I gotta put my address? What's gonna happen? Like, some people I get are like weird about putting their address out there, which I get, like, especially if you don't know what it is, but dude, we thought we were gonna have like 20, 30 people, maybe like maybe under 50. We thought we were maybe have like under 50 like sign up. Bro, we had like, at this point, we've had like 300 people sign up.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so what we were going to do is we were going to send out letters to the people that signed up. And so I've been like writing all these letters, and so we've been sending out these letters that say like And I was like, oh, it'll be fine. I'll just write out like 50 letters and send them, and it'll be cool. It'll be chill. And at this point, I'm like, oh my god, like my hand is killing me.
Writer's
like,
cramp.
So we had people sign up, you know, like, and then so I wrote out like all these letters that like, hey, whoever it is, and like, you were cordially invited to come worship at the villa. And then I put them in the envelopes and I sent them off. And it's cool to see people that are now getting their envelopes. They're like, oh, this is sick, you know. And one guy actually framed them.
Oh, that's awesome.
And he sent us a picture, and I was like, that's hard, man. I was like, that is sick.
I'm glad that it's all seemingly going well for you. I'm so excited that the music is out. Glad that you guys worked with Alex again, because I love Alex's work. And I think that with what you guys were able to do in this time of quarantine, that was a pretty sick video. I mean, that was
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. And in the coming weeks and months, we're going to see a lot more from you guys, it sounds like. But mostly, I'm just glad that you're in a good place. I'm glad that you're having fun, especially with the last few years. It seems like it's potentially built up to just the best possible spot in time for you, which is awesome. I'm happy to see it all and hear it all.
Yeah. Like, it's cool. Like, obviously, like 2 years ago, I would have never, like, you know, I wasn't even sure if I wanted to even do music or anything like that. I was like, I need some time and everything. And it's cool. Maybe, you know, like obviously there's as corny as it sounds, like there's a light at the end of the tunnel, you know. So, you know, I think everything happened for a reason, you know, like, because, you know, no offense, if I was, you know, still in issues or anything like that, like I would have, you know, I would probably not been stoked. You know, I wouldn't have been stoked. And so now I am, and you know, hey, like it happened for a reason. So
no,
here we go.
Good. That's awesome, dude. I appreciate you chatting with me about it, and I look forward to seeing what comes next. But until then, stay productive. Make this the best time ever. Make sure at the end of quarantine, everybody knows who the villa is, because there's no reason not to.
Definitely.
Make the best of that. But thanks again for chatting, man. I always feel bad at the end because I just hang up the call abruptly, and then I'm going to text you after going, oh my God, I felt so bad that I just hung up on you. I'm really sorry. But
that's okay.
Next time you're in LA, we got to link up. We got to either do like a fun video together sometime, or we just got to hang out.
We have to do a video together, man. Like, there's so many times where I want to just text you. Sometimes I'm like, bro, I thought of this video. Like, it's so fucking ridiculous. Like, I just feel like it would be so funny. But yeah.
Because you know I'm all about that stuff. But until then, stay healthy, stay productive, and I'm glad that it's all going well for you, man.
I appreciate it, man. Take it easy, all right?
You too. Love you, buddy. Stay healthy.
All right.
Bye.
Will do. You too, man.
Peace. All right, everybody, that was my chat with Michael Bohn, frontman vocalist of The Villa. So happy to see him doing this after these last few years, which I know have been a bit rocky for him. Hope you guys enjoyed this chat. If you did, be sure to give it a like and a comment. Follow idobi Radio to be up to date with all the latest news, interviews, music updates, and more from all your favorite artists. I'm once again Nick Major. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Nick_Major, and TikTok at Nick.Major. I post funny stuff on there, I promise. And in the meantime, don't forget to wash your hands. Keep your mouth and nose covered. I always try to do this in one take. When you're going out in public, stay healthy, everybody. See you next time.